Hey traders from around the world, really quick introduction to the video before we do our trade review from today. So many good things to talk about. I have a webinar that is coming up tomorrow that I'm hosting for Benzinga as kind of an introduction and an exciting unveiling of my presentation in New York City on June the 20th. So mark your calendars if you're in the New York area, be there. It's in the Sheraton in Midtown, I believe. And more information on that momentarily. Also, we're going to be interviewing Mr. Ricky Cadden, who is your Real Life Trading Australia official incredible human being and life enricher. That's going to be on Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Be there as well. I'll send you all kinds of links for that. What else is exciting? The Nashville Trading Retreat will be September 1st through September 5th. Go ahead and mark your calendars for that. Tickets go on sale next week and it will sell out within about 12 hours. That's not a sales pitch. It's not an exaggeration. That's just what's going to happen. So be ready. We have a trader from Belgium who's coming. I believe it's Belgium, definitely somewhere in Europe. We have traders from California. We have traders from Hawaii potentially. We have traders from South Africa potentially. All over the world, traders are coming for this. So just mark your calendars for that. Also, you've probably been getting emails about the live day trading competition that starts in 2 weeks. If you have any questions about that, reach out to me because I would love to compete with you and see how we all do together. Other than that, enjoy this review. Thanks for watching. It's a long one, but it's a good one. Okay, let's dive in. Hey traders from around the world, it's Jeremy Alexander Newsom with your Friday trade review. And we have a really great trade to review today. And I know I normally on Fridays now only look at other people's trades, but I got to give a shout out to a lot of people who just absolutely dominated Tesla today. And I mean pure domination, unadulterated, unequivocal, slaying. What a perfect gap on Tesla in every facet, in every degree, in every way, shape, form. Oh my goodness. Here's the analysis that I did yesterday in the afternoon Transportation Thursday swing trading room. Here's Tesla, TSLA, and Tesla did absolutely jack squat today. Did not do anything, which is totally okay. And my overall thought on this process on Tesla is this is a beautiful, wonderful consolidation. So keep your eyes peeled for a gap on Tesla. Right now it's flat, but tomorrow morning, I mean, you have 4 days in a row of consolidation after a gap down. This could gap in either direction, up or down. I will be watching Tesla tomorrow. It's definitely on my list. JL Derulo has a 180 put sale for June on Tesla. And again, there is some really good premium at 180, pretty much any time frame. So if you're looking at put sales on Tesla, you're probably going to go 180 and lower. And that would be my opinion of the right thing to do because the 100 simple on a monthly is 189.55. So if you get below that, I think you're going to be just fine. And even if Tesla does trade down into that level, that'd be a good spot to buy the dip. Hourly chart on Tesla is forming a little bit of a triangle. Higher lows, lower highs, get ready for a move. If it doesn't happen on Friday, it's going to happen next week. And again, I'm game with a lower high or a higher high. Lower move or a higher move. Totally neutral, ready to go. Keep an eye on a gap. I love that consolidation. Just bringing that up because, again, if you're not in the afternoon room, I seriously think you're just missing out on some serious money. I don't know why you wouldn't. You're making thousands of dollars on Tesla today. Wow. Perfect. Congratulations to over 100 real-life traders who played this one. Here's how we played it this morning, early this morning. Shout-outs to also my good friend Tom, who was just here in Nashville, Tennessee, working on gaps and trading options. Broke down. It was a retest gap after all. Here's the retest. and then just absolute carnage. That was the place to get in short on the rollover, and a few people did get trailed out right here on the pop. But again, most of us made around 1.2 Rs and some change on Tesla. Shout outs to Carol, who is brand new to the real life trading room, who dominated Tesla today. So Carol, high five. And this was the afternoon rollover low of the day breakdown on Tesla that was just absolute pure savagery. I promise I will review someone else's trade. Let me just hop over here to this. Let me see. Where am I going? That was Baba. Here it is. 12:36 p.m. Tesla about to break its low of the day, everyone. She could fly. And then posted this bad boy, which is going to be circling the internet. It's going to be on my Instagram in just a little bit. Perfect low of the day break. Everything you could want. My buddy Jay Berman was wondering why the stop would go there at 218.37. So let's talk about why it would go there. And again, I will review someone else's trade today along with another trade that we placed today. But why would it go there? Well, when we saw this trade, so this trade was, this chart was posted on this candle right here. So let's just go back in time. So it was posted when this candle right here came in. So at this particular moment, the stop 218.37 is above this pivot. So the high of this candle is 217.98. The high of this candle is 218. The high of this candle is 217.96. We could place the stop right here at 218.01. Sure, but that gives it a very obvious location, super obvious pivot, and could be a location where you easily get stopped out of. Next candle that comes in, there's the trapping candle. There's a little bit of a pop. So anyone who did have the short stop in there and had their stops right above 218 just got stopped out with that candle. So we want our stop nice and comfortable. Next candle that came in was another bearish candle. Next candle that came in was another bearish candle. Next candle that came in was a little bit of a lower shadow. Next candle that came in was another bearish candle. And then you get another beautiful bullish candle. So if you ever do low of day breaks, you really want this triangle pattern. You want lower highs to be coming in, which was exactly what happened on Tesla, and you want some buying to come in before the low of the day breaks. So there's your perfect buying candle with absolute exceptional volume. And again, at this point, the stop is nicely above the pivot. So Mr. Jay Berman, in this situation, we would be able to take the stop, and if the trade doesn't work in our favor, we can lower it to here to hopefully lose less than 1R. And once that buying came in, another nice upper shadow, another bearish candle, another bearish candle, another buying candle with a lower shadow, inside candle, boom goes the cannon. Now on the 5-minute chart, you can see that stop is also above all the pivots on the 5-minute. It's also above all of the 15-minute candles. It's also above the 10 EMA on the 15-minute chart. It's above the 10 EMA on the 15-minute chart, and it's above the 20 EMA on the 5-minute non-extended hours. So when I do a low of the day break, I want all of those things, including the ability to lower the stop and lose less than an R. So wonderful trade on Tesla. Congratulations, Claude, for just an absolute maniac type of a trade. Beautiful sell-off right at the end of the day, and this is where a lot of the money was made for the traders who had some puts with that breakdown. Claude had some 215 out of the money puts as this thing was breaking down. Straight up moon Lambo. All right, so that's Tesla, and here's Amazon. Amazon was another trade that we just did really well on. I'm going to talk about two of the trade setups. This is the day trading room for the month of May. We're just cranking up the fire in a good way. 8 official Rs for the month of May, and we still got 2 full weeks left. So on Amazon, even though it did have a nice little late in the afternoon sell-off, I'll share with you both trade setups that I posted and a lot of people traded. I'm going to show you the loser, and I'll show you the winner. So the loser was this one right here, 8:35 in the morning, 5 minutes into market open, and this was it. So I'll come over here to Amazon, pull up a 3-minute chart, and the reason I played it is because you had a high wave candle. Then you had a bearish candle that went a little bit lower, and I figured some people were trapped, and so I took the breakout, and then I got trapped. So it rolled back over. I did explain in depth in the trading room why I played Amazon a second time, but bottom line, it was all because of the fact that my risk was available. I was in on Tesla. I was winning on Tesla. I was winning more than I was likely going to lose on Amazon on the second go around. And I figured, well, if I have the risk, why not give it a shot? So that was the trade. Very fast loss on Amazon. We got triggered at 8:39. We got stopped out at 8:51 Central. So very quick, boom, boom, boom type of a play. Really nice rollover. Now when that occurred, I switched to the 5-minute and I said to myself, okay, high of the day break did not work. Then it came down, low of the day break did not work. Right, nice little lower shadow, big bearish candle. So some overzealous bulls are trapped, some overzealous bears are trapped, all kinds of people are trapped and losing money. Then came the double bottom, boom, 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 broke higher. We broke above the high of this bearish candle. You got an evening star reversal pattern that did not go lower. And then you got a one white soldier candle at 9:40 a.m. Central. And that one white soldier, new white soldier candle was the trade that we simply place our entry above and our stop below. So this is the next trade. If I scroll down, and again, shout outs to Julian for taking this trade. He reached out to me because he took this trade with me on Amazon and lost an R and was messaging me about, just psychology and feeling bummed out and, kind of being upset on the losers. And I was like, hey man, it happens, 50-50, let's play it again if the trade shows up. So as I'm scrolling down, that was Amazon. Here it is. So Amazon, this was the setup. Double bottom, right? Again, double bottom, retest of the neckline on a 5-minute time frame. You can see the stock is fully above all the moving averages. You get that evening star reversal pattern with nice lower shadows. The evening star pattern does not go lower. And you get that new white soldier candle right there. So we just simply said, hey, if it breaks above entry stop, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But there's one way to find out, and that is to be in the trade. And ironically enough, that one did work exceptionally well for a load of traders. This is a great time just to hop in, entry, again, stop was down here, and boom. There's your solid gain. There's your place to exit. Bunch of white candles in a row. Filling the gap on a retest gap, locking in well over 1.5 hours. Great trade, right? Win more than you lose. So those are the trades that we did this morning, along with Pinterest. Blake Anderson played Pinterest today. Short, getting in around here, and one small, I believe, on Pinterest. So good job, Blake, and good job, Seymour, for also shorting Pinterest on this nice little gap down. So now let me go actually pull up the trade I want to review. And this is a really good friend of mine, my birthday brother, lives up there in Boise, Idaho. Mr. Robert Falco played BIDU, and he played the fade, which is really incredible. We're going to talk about this. BIDU got absolutely shredded today. It was gapping down 16%. And I don't know if anyone listened in on the Benzinga pre-market prep show or not, but my analysis on BIDU was, it's a very big gap. Let it gap down, let it retest a little bit, and then roll over since it's down so far. So my buddy Robert Falco decided to actually play that retest. So this is his exact trade setup. I'll see if I can make it bigger and kind of zoom in here for you a little bit. So this was an entry that he took above this doji, right? Indecision candle, very similar to the Amazon trade that I took, where you kind of have that fake evening star rollover that doesn't break and then pops out. And we're going to go look at the chart in just a moment. Then he hit a target at 132.01, came pennies away from his upper target, and then got trailed out for a little bit of a gain on BIDU. So let's talk about this, the good, the bad, the ugly, and what was good about the trade. So first off, if you're ever looking at a 5-minute chart and there's ever a stock that's gapping that low, the 10 EMA is your friend. This is why I tell a lot of traders, especially if you're newer, if it's a retest gap and it's over 10%, wait for it to retest into the 10 EMA on a 5-minute chart. So that's what BIDU did. Gap down, traded down. This is where all the newbies got in because they said, hey, it's going to an all-time low. And they forgot that it's already down 16%. So BIDU at that point in time traps all the bears, right? Trades up, trades down, and you get that indecision candle. What Mr. Falco noticed was that the 10 EMA was nice and far away. So if he got in here with the stop all the way down here, what's important to ask is, did he know that this trade would work? And the answer is no. You never know individually if any trade ever is going to work. So this one was one of those situations. It was down big, huge stock, massive gap down, fades higher, really pretty move. Great entry, great stop, Robert Falco, and I think you exited your first target here at the 10 EMA, 132.09. Yep, so pretty much right before the 10 EMA on the non-extended hours chart, hitting it there. The only thing that I would have done differently, I think, again, I did not take this trade, is once it makes that new high, this is your new high of the day, you know some newbies are going to be getting in there, right? That's where some beginner traders are going to be buying, even though the stock just completed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So usually when a stock makes a new high of the day is when beginners will start buying. Well, that's where I like to sell to them. So they need someone to sell to them if they're going to buy there, Robert Falco. And in the future, if you're doing a fade and the stock makes a new high of the day relative to where it was lower in the early morning, that's a good spot to sell. Doesn't mean you have to sell everything there, but if you sold at 133.41, it would have been better than getting stopped out, or I'm sorry, trailed out at 132.25. You would have caught another $2 per share, and that's just simply because you would have sold at the high of the day, right above this high of this candle, where all the newbies are going to be taking the breakout bullish. That's where you can sell to them because it was a very good retest gap. And for those who are looking to go short on BIDU, right after the retest came in, this was it. There's your evening star reversal. Once it breaks this candle, because this candle was so massive, this candle had a nice little lower shadow, and this candle was an inside candle. It would have been pretty much right about here. Short here, stop loss up here, and just a brilliant, brilliant breakdown on BIDU, trading into a support. So Robert, playing BIDU, realistically, the only way you could have played it today, bullish to make money, is the sign of a true candlestick reader and a fantastic sentiment understander. If I turn on the extended hours, you can also see that BIDU was just in an absolute kind of a free fall at that particular moment in time. So if we have to do a wave count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that means that during this retracement, that's why he did exit those positions, is because he thought that it would most likely roll over and continue. And with a gap like it was today, it really was a great gap. And again, it was just so extended down. Again, a massive multi-billion-dollar company down 13% in one day is no small feat. So it's just something to keep in mind overall. Anyway, Robert Falco, great trade. Well done. Folks, this was a super profitable week. Monday started out rough, and then we got it all back and then some. Congratulations, real life traders. Thank you so much for being a part of the team, the community, and thank you for helping me enrich lives. I will see you all tomorrow in the Benzinga webinar where I discuss how to crush gaps that are over 20%. I'll see you all there and so many other places in the near future. You rock.